I'm back here with my little heart basket. I'm just about ready to finish it. I got the little golden green heart attached by splitting the thread, so I was able to fit it through the hole because it was a smaller hole. So I used a smaller needle, which I'm going to use now, and I've split the thread. See, this is a 1 millimeter wax thread. So now it comes in 2 parts. So I split it down to 1, kind of straightened it out a little so it doesn't recoil back on me. And then I'm getting ready to do the faggoting stitch in here, and I'm going to try to add one of these darker green glass beads. Now they have small holes. That's why I had to split the thread and use a smaller needle, because I broke one before. So to do the faggoting stitch, tie a knot in your thread, or however you want to secure it, work it through. I usually go left, from my left hand to my right. I've worked it through, hidden the little knot back in there, and I'll go back and cut this off here after it's done. Just, I don't want to pull it through and then end up having to tie it off again. So I'm starting out here on the top a little bit. Now this basket, I kind of screwed up and I didn't get this all covered, but there are enough places to attach it. So we're going to go down under the bottom here on that first stitch. Okay, then you come back through on the other side of that stitch. Excuse my hands. Pull it up and around, and it gives you that little knot. So then I'm going to go up about halfway. Let's see if I could do this way so you could see. I'm going to go up about halfway between these 2 stitches. Go through. Use my pinchers because my fingers are too big. Pull it through. Then you're going to come back up through the back so you get that little twist. You can get the needle now. See, this needle's smaller, so it's a little bit harder to get a hold of for me. But I got my little pinchers here. Pull it back up. You've got that little twist. Now we're going to go down through here. Oops, I grabbed some of the needle. So secure it there. Come back up through the back. You've got that little twist. Then I kind of just measure it by pulling it up and seeing how it looks. So we'll go, I don't know if you could see that, I'll check the video. Come up here, grab a few threads. Pull it through the back. Having trouble hanging on to this little needle. Usually I have a lot larger size needles. Little twist from the back. Then we're going to go right back down here. So originally this little spot here that I ended up leaving open by accident, I was going to cover up with little heart beads, and I decided, oh, I'm just going to leave it. It goes with the flow. So, okay, so see, you could see how that's sort of forming in the faggoting stitch. Come through the back, twist it up. Now what's interesting is, since this is 1 ply, it's kind of twisted on its own, so it gives it another different effects. So see, then I kind of measure up midway between this stitch, and that's where I'm going to go in the top. Hopefully you could see that. So see, midway is right about here. Just go through and pick up a couple threads. I'm not being real picky with this basket because this basket I just created primarily to teach the wheat stitch and fern stitch. So see, then there's a little twist. Come back down here, go pick up these threads. I'm hoping you can see all this. Come back through the back, pull it tight, but not too tight. You don't want to pull the knot through. So I think I'm going to attach here and then put the bead. Make sure I have enough room for the bead. So I'm going to do one twist here. Now you can see that, okay, so there's the faggoting stitch. And it is a lot, you can see it better. It's a lot thinner thread, you could tell that, than here. So it's a little more delicate, actually. So here I'm going to add a bead. One of my little heart beads. These are glass hearts, and I got them in several colors to... Well, that one's even tight. I might have to ream that one a little bit. You know, sometimes the holes are just... There, that one went through. But sometimes you can break them, especially if they're glass or plastic, though. But you can ream them. I'll have to ream that other one. So then this, it's just the little heart's going to end up going diagonal instead of straight down, which is fine with me. I could try to do it here and do it straight down, but I kind of like diagonal. It's kind of keeping with the pattern. So then just put your little bead on there. Pick up a few threads down here. There you go. Then I still go ahead and come pull it through because it'll help. It's going to help secure that bead so it's not just floating around in there. I mean, it'll be floating, but not as bad. See, it kind of secures it right where you want it. So then, I don't know how well you could see that. There you go. Then I'm going to go back up. Right about, trying to be able to see this. It's hard to do with, right about here. Pull it through. Now, as you do this a little bit more, you get the hang of it and you can figure out where you want to place items, beads or walnuts or anything like that. Anything that you could put a hole in and attach. And then I'm just going to go back, down, right about here. Now this single ply thread has a tendency to curl on its own because, coming back up through the back, because the way we split it. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what that's going to look like. I'll go ahead and work on the other side. Looks pretty delicate. I like the heart. I like the dark part of the heart, kind of matches the dark inside of this little Celtic knot. Now, another thing you could have easily done, which I might do, there's a hole drilled here. I might just come back up here and go through here and start over here. I'll see. I'll kind of think about that a little bit. But there you go. That's how you do the faggoting stitch. Split the stitch so you can fit smaller hole bead. I'll go ahead and keep working on it and show you a picture when I'm done. Message me with questions.